Okay, I'll say right now, I want to apologize to the Korean people. I was not aware of the significance of the statue. I was trying to get, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment. So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done.
Hate Asians. I think all Asians need to be exterminated.
Well, how the tables have turned. It turns out that Johnny Somali realized that he was probably best to apologize to South Korea as a whole for disrespecting their nation. Now, there is a lot to unpack here because this apology is not sincere. I know it, you know it, we all know it. But a few YouTubers in Korea appear to have bought his apology and they are now getting a lot of backlash for it. So we are going to unravel the entire situation. As well, we have an update regarding one of his charges. First, let's start with the apology. So here you can see Johnny Somali and Hank, as well as two other individuals on their way to meet the Korean YouTubers to apologize to South Korea. You can see that Hank and Johnny are a little bit tense. They realize that at any moment they could get their ass beat. Another thing to note is that Johnny Somali completely shaved his hair. That is going to play in a little bit later on in the video. You're going to understand what I'm talking about. Now, this guy seems to be his new bodyguard. He goes by Brennan Kim. He is an MMA fighter with a score of 0-3. And his nickname is Killer Whale. So it looks like he befriended Johnny and he might be offering protection. Is it paid protection? I don't know. But that's the context. Let's take a look at the actual apology.
Okay, I'll say right now, I want to apologize to the Korean people. I was not aware of the significance of the statue. I was trying to get, you know what I mean? It was just entertainment. So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much. You guys are a good people. You guys are a great people. And for the most part, other than Mr. Navy SEAL here, I've had a great experience with a lot of the South Korean people, and it was not my intention to really hurt you guys, and I hope you guys can accept my apology. And I'm a young person. I want to grow as a man. I made a mistake, and I think when you make a mistake in life, you need to own up to it. So I apologize, you guys, and I will no longer talk about your statue or touch it ever again.
So that was one of the most insincere fake apology I have ever heard, but it looks like at first glance, the YouTubers from Korea were accepting and embracing his apology, and they got a lot of backlash for it. Here you can see a picture of Johnny Somali and Daegun, the guy who knocked him out in the first place right outside his apartment. And after seeing this endorsement, the community was really let down and they let their voices know through comments. This viewer said, "You've done well so far, but today's apology performance is once again a stain on the faces of the Korean people. It is a pity." Another person said, "YouTubers are just YouTubers and their priority is to make money. So we were deceived. There will be no support or sponsorship for YouTubers who are blinded by money and feel self-destructive at the moment when everyone was moved and supported by saying they were patriots and shed tears in an emotional way filled with their own reminiscences. Let's not be fooled to those who make money. Keep in mind this is translated, but you get the point. It looks like there was a sponsorship at some point during this live stream. And I have to agree, that's not the time to put in a sponsored ad read. If you are confronting Johnny Somali and he's apologizing to the entire country, it's not the appropriate event for a sponsor. Anyways, let's keep reading. This viewer said the abyss was a moment. I don't know how they met, but what on earth were they thinking of holding a show of reconciliation for Somali, who needed to be punished and could not be forgiven? Is it a script? The sight of him leisurely sipping on coffee or cloves in the car, was he truly prepared? Did you not know the meaning in front of the statue in the live Somali broadcast before Dale Gunn's punishment? He clearly understood the girl statue and even composited the photo, saying that she was a prostitute who received a lot of money. It was sarcastically said in the context of what Japan always said. Also, did you do it on purpose, knowing what kind of issue it was about your actions? Indeed, are there people who do not know this fact, but peace, reconciliation, finish, why do they decide and finalize it themselves? Are you taking me to the comfort one? Make me apologize. Why? Why are you trying to help Somali's image laundering? Now keep in mind, there's a lot of mistakes here because translation, but you get the point. People were not understanding why they would give Johnny Somali this platform to get him to apologize when everybody knows he's full of crap. Last year, he apologized to the Japanese people after disrespecting their nation and getting arrested multiple times. And as soon as he left the country, here he's in Indonesia and he is trying to piss them off, showing pictures of the Hiroshima bomb and just trying to do whatever possible to aggravate them and to taunt them. So Johnny Somali is apologizing now, but give him a couple of hours, a couple of minutes, and he will stab South Korea in the back. Now, after receiving all this backlash, this is what the Korean YouTubers had to say. They issued a statement. Dale Gunn was just live. He and another fellow were connected over the phone, and they were telling the public that the public misunderstands their intention towards Johnny Somali. They state that they have not forgiven Johnny. They know that he is completely insincere. They will continue to pursue him legally. They only did this to find his location. They also did it to show they don't act violently and that he is the instigator of violence, and their original anger towards him has not changed. That's basically it. So I'm curious to know what you guys think about this in the comment section, because if that's the case, then Dale Gunn's a good actor and he's able to contain his anger, because on this picture, he seems to have forgiven him. But I guess time will tell for that. Now, another topic I want to talk about is his legal updates, as well as the people who are hunting Johnny Somali, because as you guys know, hunting Johnny Somali is now the favorite South Korean national sport. And here's one of the top players apparently introduced to this new sport. So this is the kind of man that Johnny Somali was going to have to deal with next if he didn't apologize, although I'm not sure if his apology will count for anything. But apparently there are more and more people on the case trying to actively hunt him down. So the next few days are going to be very interesting. Now remember, I did say that he shaved his head for a reason. And the reason why is that they didn't find any evidence of narcotic consumption with the saliva sample that the cops took from him. So they asked him for a urine sample. Now, if you know anything about toxicology, the next step would be a hair sample. And the reason why is because the narcotics stay in the hair a lot longer than they stay in your blood or your urine. So if he shaves his head, he is therefore destroying the evidence of him consuming narcotics. So that is most likely why he did that. Now, let me know what you think about this whole situation. Do you think his apology is sincere? Let's be honest, there is no chance that it is. And until there is a development, thanks so much for watching. So I want you guys to do me a favor. Right now, we're focusing on Johnny Somali because he's the hot topic. In the future, we are going to cover other lolcows that like to humiliate themselves. But please subscribe to the channel. You see that I'm not milking the topic by putting these 5 minutes recap just to get ad revenue. I'm bringing you fresh information and straight to the point. So do me a favor and please subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.